of the officers of the administration.
The entrance of colors. Officers of the administration, members of the faculty, graduating class of the School of Arts and Sciences, School of Engineering and Architecture, School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, and the School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences, families and friends of the graduating class, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the commencement exercises of the summer term and third trimester of school year 2017-2018, first trimester and first semester of school year 2018-2019. The University Chorale will lead us in the singing of the national anthem and the invocation. deans of the various colleges shall now formally present to the university president their respective candidates for graduation. The Dean of the School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences, Dr. Al D. Bial.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidate for graduation for the degree Master of Science in Nursing, major in Nursing Administration. He has successfully completed the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and the university. He has been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences and is therefore entitled to receive his diploma.
The Dean of the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, Dr. Gertrude P. Tuazon.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the degrees Master of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management, Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management, Major in Events, Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Major in Hotel and Restaurant Management, Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management, Bachelor of Science in Culinary Arts Management. They have successfully completed the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and the university. They have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management and are therefore entitled to receive their diplomas.
On behalf of the Dean of the School of Engineering and Architecture, Dr. Ruby P. Henson.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for degrees Doctor of Technology, Master of Engineering Program, Major in Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Architecture. They have successfully completed the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and the university. They have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the School of Engineering and Architecture and are therefore entitled to receive their diplomas.
The Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Edmond M. Maniago.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for the degrees Master of Arts in Guidance and Counseling, Master of Science in Psychology, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Bachelor of Arts in Communication. They have successfully completed the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and the university. They have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences and are therefore entitled to receive their diplomas.
Trevor Albert Diangson will deliver the address of petition to the university president on behalf of the graduating class.
Mr. President, I represent the graduating class of the School of Arts and Sciences, School of Engineering and Architecture, School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, and the School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences. For the summer term and third trimester of school year 2017 to 2018, first semester and first trimester of school year 2018 to 2019. I come before you now to petition you to confer on us the degrees for which our Dean and the members of the faculty have recommended us. We have completed, Mr. President, all the requirements of the college, the university, and the Commission on Higher Education. We have acquired the values and verities contained in the mission statement. We are now ready, Mr. President, to receive our diploma.
The University President, Dr. Luis Maria R. Calingo, shall now formally and officially declare the candidates as graduates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Holy Angel University, in accordance with existing regulations as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences, the School of Engineering and Architecture, the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, and the School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences, I hereby declare you graduates, together with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Now that you're bona fide graduates of Holy Angel University, you shall individually receive your diploma from the university president. Let's begin with the graduates earning their bachelor's degrees, followed by graduate earning their master's degrees, and finally, graduate earning her doctorate degree. For the School of Arts and Sciences, Mr. Von B. Ginto will read the names of graduates.
With the degree Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts in Communication, Flori Jane Ampit. Jester Lombos Capit. Rosen Henson Capili. Christine Clay Tumali Collis. Laarni Rose Aquino Conchas. Aisel Acol Estrella, Dustin Andrew De Leon Fideliaga, Irvin Dale Cordova Galban, Sean Kyla Ente Garcia, Amera Galaba Gubat, Juan Carlo David Gueco, Daniel Torres Guevara, Ludimar Ann Villanueva Isip, Kelly Keith Soriano Limbitco, Aldrin Dalina Lingat, Raj John Libarnes Lugtu, Albert Jonah Malyari Medina, Yarom Gatos Ocampo, Cherilyn Malala Pagdilao, Janie De La Peña Pajarilyaga, Longino Sanchez Pamintuan, Jaina May Cabrera Reyes, Graciel Ann Soriano Sanchez, Maria Francesca Gina Taruk, Carlo Andrew Saldi Tayag, Francis Ivan Canlapan Torno, Martin Kyle Carlos Wilkerson, Sung Jong Yu, Solomon Albert Tolentino Zamora, with the degree Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Vladimir Alao Antok, Christine Berneth Drueco Bugna, Monica Denise de Guzman, Micaela Ria David Magno, Maribeth Manaloto Mendoza,
For the School of Engineering and Architecture, Engineer Elmer A. Perez and Engineer R.J.P. Campbell will read the names of graduates.
With a degree Bachelor of Science in Architecture, the graduate is Mark Carlo Reyes Manlapat. With a degree Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, the graduates are Rafi Manalo Bonifacio, Kimberly Ann Manalang Carson, Nico J. Dimaon Chua, Nathaniel Aris Roque Daco, Ralph Joshua Panlilio Garcia, Rainier Giao Guzman, Aline Bennett Victorio Jacobo. Mark Aviel Canlapan Malyari. Mikel Carlo Katakian Mejia. Francis James Estacio Mendoza. Jefferson Cruz Pangangan. Roden Santos Rivera. Christlyn Jerome Selom Serrano. Peter Paul Infante Simpelo. Ian Jasper Lingat Villena, Loyalty Awardee. With a degree Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, the graduates are Kelvin Raf Tanhueco Cunanan. Eric J. Ocampo David. Derek Bermejo Malyari. Patrick Relly Maniti Talastas. With a degree Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, the graduates are Eutikio Vergara Bamba Jr. Ken Philip Consolacion Lacson. Mark Anthony Volpain Legaspi. Joshua Macarayo Medina. With a degree Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering, the graduates are Ariel Joyce Gonzalez Cadyang. Iwin Angelica Batak Lapuz. Richard Dean Dizon Ocampo. Marcos Manansala Verona. Arnie Renz Gorobat Verwasa.
With a degree Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, the graduates are Romela Cajenta Abular, Iona Camille Embang Asuncion, Kay Ella Navarro Canlas, Ana Beatriz Sanchez Cunanan, Mika Esther Palma Dare, Lemuel Dizon de la Cruz, JB Payumo de los Reyes, Noel Manansala Dulin, John Lawrence Payuan Joko, Nico Allen Turla Gamboa, Jed Lemuel Carion Gutierrez, Kevin Nico Pasamonte Madlambayan, Maria Alisa Stephanie Guerrero Olado, Daniel Pabalan Pamintuan, and Anjanette Wahe. With the degree Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, the graduates are Franklin Buwan Caleja, Renzo Silos Katakutan, Brian Cruz Guevara, Russell Ocampo Mabagos, Jonathan Mercado Macapagal, Ariza Nonato, Carl Vincent Rocha Odbina, Eugene Pangilinan Kiambao, and Rosby Dizon Siron.
For the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, Mr. Felipe Pablo IV will read the names of graduates. Starting this year, graduates of the programs accredited by the International Accreditation Commission for Programs in Hospitality Administration, or ACPA, will get an additional diploma as Certified Hospitality Graduate.
With the degree Bachelor of Science in Culinary Arts Management, the graduates are Arian Kate Dizon Acuña, Michael Felix Reyes Alejo, Air Anthony Sunga Arozal, Erich Joseph Maristela Bacana, Jonald Custodio David, Shekinah Luis Maglangke de la Cruz, Paula Kathleen David Feliciano, Robin Joash Mangiliman Manaba, Mary Grace Garcia Nazal, Nika Galang Pangiliman, Marie Antoinette Gopez Ramos, Russell Rosario Reyes, Irene Suarez Sheikh, Wivona and Tuazon Tiglao, with the degree Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management, the graduates are Michael Angelo de la Cruz Alvarado, John Abraham Kaisip Amparo, Charmaine Ocampo Aison, Mark Jacob Monton Badua, EJ Renzel Sibal Bulaon, Domi Ray Rivera Bungay, Sandra Magtanong Kadiang, Justin John Suwing Kalajao, Christine Paula Escoto Castro, Raven Van Santo Domingo Cruz, Beatriz Ara Limlingan Danan, Patricia Ann Di Malanta David, Mark Lawinco Dairit, Godwin Punzalang de los Santos, Trevor Albert Diangson, Rafael Galura, Angelico Clarence Fuentes Garcia, Angelo Jerel Navarro Garcia, Chester Kenneth Anicete Duda, Melody Nevado Guillermo, Geraldine Duran Hilvano, Moriel Ronela Galang Imperial, Alain Mark Joseph David Larry, Michael Angelo Barcial Laya, John Paul Coronel Lipa, Mela Angelica Antonio Luso, Angela Manarang Maglaki, Derek Sanchez Malyano, Cedric Olvina Manyala, Joshua Cristobal Manara, Cassius John Palada Mandani, Charmaine Ann Higante Marcelo, Mary Michelle Alice Galang Martinez, Paulo Jericho Mendiola, Diego Soriano Peralta, Kathleen Gran Pineda, Ana Dizon Sakal, Ryan Paral Saluma, Mikey Sanchez Tamayo, Nilsen David Tayag, Arabel Lauren Salvador Tiamzon, Kim Galang Velasco, and Zhong A.U. Grayson Galura Yu, with the degree Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Hotel and Restaurant Management, the graduate is Wenzel Manalang Balitaan. With the degree Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management, the graduates are Arison Mamangon Adeva, Jenilyn Kaligagan Bautista, Elrica Dayan Cañete Cadiente, Nisrin Pagyo Calauto, Joyce Ann Nicole Catley, Julian Marie Bautista Cortez, Hilary Nicole Ocampo de Guia, Katrina Go de la Cruz, Byron de Guzman del Rosario, Renz Marvi Silva del Rosario, Krishayev Garcia de Malanta, Christine K. David Domingo, Daniel Joshua Paule Dorado, Nika May Razon Gala, Ovan Virma Carl Aguas Guevara, Willie May Diaz Labarento, Jeannie Kisha Amamio Liboon, Jean Mary Nuki Lua, Yvonne Nicole Santos Malyari, Camille Trisha Paras Nabo, Jesse Joel Eugene Candelaria Nikovsky, Casey Isabel Falier Noco, Mary Rose Ann Santos Nulul, Joseph Aristotle Salamatin Palad, Mariel Di Macali Quizon, Mary Absidi Shane Canco Reyes, Belgie Ann Canlas Salvador, Kimberly Terribles Santos, Mariah June Ina Pineda Santos, Archie Lacson Tuazon, Luz Andrea Gopez Tulabi, and Christine Caballero Velasco. With the degree Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management, major in events, the graduates are Christian Aldrin De Leon Bermudo, Ina Micaela Villalon Palean, and Janelle Bermudo Ronquillo.
We proceed with the graduates earning their master's degrees. We begin with the ones coming from the School of Arts and Sciences and graduating with the degree of Master of Arts in Guidance and Counseling. The respective deans will assist them in wearing their caps. Jeneline Reyes Gallardo. Thesis: Emotional Intelligence, Gratitude, and Spirituality, a basis for guidance program in a Catholic school. Mentored by Dr. Nestor Sibo. Camille Miranda Lansangan. Thesis: Mindset and Self-Compassion as Predictors of Student Engagement. Mentored by Dr. Elvira David. Graduating with a degree of Master of Science in Psychology, Maria Elena O'Connor Aguilar. Thesis: Lived experiences of family members caring for a terminally ill relative with cancer. Mentored by Dr. Carines D. Pajarin. Aya Sagon. Thesis, Intimate Partner Violence, a study of the lived experiences of battered husbands. Mentored by Professor Anjanette C. Evangelista. Jessica Nostina Singson. Thesis, Phenomenological Experiences of Mothers of Children with Down Syndrome. Mentored by Professor Anjanette C. Evangelista. This time from the School of Engineering and Architecture. Army Caparas Tolentino. And she is graduating with a degree of Master in Engineering program, major in Electrical Engineering. This is modeling a three-phase primary metering system in the Don Honorio Ventura Technological State University main campus. Mentored by Professor Edgardo M. Santos. From the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. And graduating with a degree of Master of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management. Marie Gel Dator Bautista. This is an ecotourism development plan of Minalungao National Park. Mentored by Dr. Gertrude P. Tuazon. Nathan Philip Nukup Paras. This is Relationship of Transformational Leadership Style and Organizational Commitment of Family Restaurant in Pampanga. Mentored by Dr. Tyron W. Young. From the School of Nursing and Allied Medical Sciences. Graduating with a degree of Master of Science in Nursing, major in Nursing Administration. Paul Darren Castro Sonko. This is Cost of Caring, Compassion, Satisfaction, and Compassion Fatigue as correlates to the clinical nurse's characteristics. And mentored by his dean, Dr. Al B. Villa. And finally, the graduate earning her doctorate degree from the School of Engineering and Architecture and earning her degree of Doctor of Technology, Dr. Filipina Ibe de Guzman. Dissertation, Greenhouse Gas Emissions Inventory Model for Holy Angel University. Mentored by Dr. Arturo Mariano Figueroa. This year, we choose among graduating batch a speaker who can articulate the experiences, lessons, hopes, and aspirations of all his fellow graduates. We now listen to the Angelite speech of Vladimir Alao Antok.
Greetings, graduating batch of 2018. Let me share to you my insights as being an Angelite as we reach our final stage in our college lives. Let me begin this by stating that I was a failure. I knew the moment I failed my first math quiz way back in my freshman year in high school here in this very university that I will be that one kid who will be labeled as a below average student. As a matter of fact, I didn't excel in most of my classes. It was like there was some thin string tangled around my foot, as if clipping me to the ground, not wanting me to rise and move up even an inch from where I was. And I didn't know how to cut that string, so I sucked on it and spent most of my years accepting the horrible belief that there's only so much I could reach with my foot stuck on the ground by that stupid string. I was lagging behind every subject, had major downfalls on my senior year in high school, up until just recently in my college years when I had to switch courses just because I thought I merely chose the wrong one, but whichever road I took, I was not going anywhere but the exact same place. Believe me when I say that I dared to just give it a rest. I really did. And somehow, as time passed by, the string grew tighter around my foot. Everybody else were moving farther from where they began, but in my case, I felt time froze me up in a place where I would be left behind. I started questioning God, as vulgar as it may seem. I had a talk with him. I laid out all my issues, kneeled, and said, God, why do you hate me so? Why won't you let me move? I had so much doubts in myself that I made the most dangerous decision. I decided to lay my armors down. At some point of time, I reached a moment where I accepted defeat. I thought that fighting battles which are too difficult for me would be impossible to overcome. I knew I did my best because I tried. Every day, I would attend my class, my parents giving me kisses and hugs, which are supposed to be my armors and weapons. But I would leave them at the front door and fight another day of battle with nothing but my bare self in the classroom. I had lost every motivation I have and seemed like I am not getting any more soon. I still remember, it was my third year of being an irregular psychology student. Time and space was consistent on me as it always have been when my parents, who have now separated, tried to reach out. But out of fear of being rejected by me, they would save a few steps away when speaking, and it felt a whole country was in between of us. I was so preoccupied on just merely surviving the day that I didn't know that gravity was not only pulling me away from a potential future, but also from my present, which is my family and my friends. I was not only wearing my armors down, but also the love and support of those who are believing in me when I couldn't believe in myself. It was the night before I have almost given up that I decided to check my parents online. It has been a while since I last saw them, so I wanted to know how they were doing. Upon seeing their recent pictures, I see their smile, but gone are the lights on their faces. I realized then that my parents, just like me, are struggling. However, they were fighting it through. How wise of God to teach me the most valuable lesson in the most critical time. It was then God's answer came. I decided to try again. Little by little, one step at a time, I picked my swords and fought with might to finish the day, and I found myself regaining my posture. I removed a huge portion of beliefs for myself that set me back from giving my best, which is denying my potential. I viewed myself as a handicapped person solely because I was failing, But what I didn't know was that these failures that I suffered was actually a rope that would help me climb up higher from where I was. But again, I jolted from my position. I hesitated. I knew that that string from my foot would only pull me back down again, but to my surprise, they were not there. No tangled strings were on my foot, for God finally turned them into ropes. He made the tangled strings on my foot so long, they became my own rope to climb up. It was only then that I realized that the strings were only myself. I was the one who kept pulling myself down and tangling myself on the ground. It was none other than myself who prohibited me from giving my best. I made an enemy out of myself because of my failures. I treated them as my arch nemesis, but really, they were my guardian angels. God was so wise when He told us to love our enemies, and for 20 years I thought that what He meant by that was to love those who hurt us, for it would make us better persons. It didn't make much sense until I was able to open my eyes and see that what He wants us to love is indeed our most hated enemies, which is ourselves. Ourselves who keep putting our own self at the bottom because our failures and our mistakes. He believes that when we love ourselves and acknowledge our failures, we will become open to the greatest change, and that is becoming the best that we can be. For when we become the best of ourselves, we offer the best to the people that will be our partners, co-workers, to our careers in the future, to our parents, to our friends, and most especially, to God. To the batch 2018, to the graduating students, always remember that no professor or any theoretical concept would ever teach us to be much more human than our own experiences. We must value them, make it a part of our entirety, and let it serve us like a kite, which soars higher the more the string is pulled down. I was a failure. You were all failures once, but today, we will walk out of this theater with a degree under our names, and your parents and friends smiling somewhere in this theater. And if that isn't success, I do not know what is. Thank you and congratulations. Laos Deo Semper.
We shall now honor the graduating student who have made extraordinary achievement in the field of academics. In the graduate school with high distinction honors are given to a student who has a grade average that ranges from 1.26 to 1.5 with no grade lower than 1.5. With high distinction honors to a student whose average grade is from 1.01 to 1.25 with no grade lower than 1.25. And with the highest distinction honors to a student whose average grade is 1.0. Honor students must have taken all academic units, including thesis or dissertation prescribed for graduation in this university. The university president, Dr. Luis Maria R. Calingo, shall now confer the academic award, to be assisted by Dr. Edmond M. Maniago. And the sole academic awardee is coming from the School of Arts and Sciences and graduating with a degree of Master of Arts in Guidance and Counseling, Charissa Camille Miranda Lansangan, with distinction.
first to acknowledge the presence of the university administrators, led by our President, Dr. Luis Maria R. Calingo, Assistant to the President, Ms. Edna Mariza C. Santos, Vice President for Student Services and Affairs, Mr. Robert P. Tantinco, other members of the HAU core group, deans, faculty, and staffs of various schools and colleges of Holy Angel University, co-graduates, parents, and guests. To all of you, a pleasant afternoon. Today marks the commencement of a new chapter in our lives. Graduating from an undergraduate, neither a postgraduate course, does not reflect the end of our endeavor. Consequently, graduation marks the start of facing new challenges and learning to accept new responsibilities as a person with a mission in our profession, in our community, to our family, and our Creator. We as graduates are also expected to become role models and major catalysts in nation building and in upholding the standards of our profession, armed with a desire to share, have courage to overcome defeat, and achieve goals that are greatly confined with our sound and fair convictions and unparalleled adherence to moral fortitude. As I go through this valedictory privilege, I can't help but reflect on the events and how these things have happened. When I was informed by our dean to deliver this speech today, I didn't exactly know how to respond. In fact, my usual talkative self became momentarily speechless. My mouth can speak, but my mind said a lot. I was feeling rush of different emotions, and when I was able to bring back my senses in its state of sanity, I realized I was mostly feeling two things. Of course, I was definitely happy, for I have been greatly blessed. And I know that this is once in a lifetime opportunity for me. And I was also feeling extremely nervous. For, well, I have to go up here and deliver a speech in front of you all. And yet what I am most nervous about is, if there's something logical, could I be able to impart to my fellow graduates? As I racked my every active neuron in my brain and searched the depths of my being, I realized there's something I learned and need to relearn from the past few years until now that needs to be shared. May ikikwento ako. So back when I was in high school, I remember I was sitting in one of those chairs watching our batchmate wonderfully deliver her speech for graduation. Yes po, ganun na po ako katagal sa Holy Angel. Though I cannot recall 99% of what she said, I can completely recall what she made me feel. She made me feel hopeful that someday, ako naman. She made me feel, even for a brief moment, that anything can be achieved. And that one day, I will also have my time. Looking back at that instant, I knew I was just daydreaming. You know, similar to when you try to imagine being the lead character in every Korean series you watch. No, it's everything wonderful, but real. I never knew that that single brief thought of mine will shape my actions and materialize into reality as what seems to be happening today. So when I started college, I had my hopes up. Though my only goal at that time is to graduate with honors, and nothing more than that. I tried my best in school. I wake up early so I won't be late. I study my lessons and my homeworks on time. I sleep late to study on exams, even stayed awake almost a whole day for days just to finish all my schoolwork. I go to school using the same uniform. I go to school without brushing my teeth. I spend the last centime of my bound on food because for some reasons I'm always hungry. I pushed myself so hard because I knew I have a goal. I pushed myself even harder, and I saw myself drowning with unbelievable stress and pressure. I struggled with anxiety that I had to take on several bathroom breaks during class hours, not to do anything, but to relieve myself from being overwhelmed. Just like any student, I was a Dean's Lister. Just like any other student, I also received failing marks in my exams and 5 in my periodical grade. You know, this is when I realized that I'm also human, bound to commit mistakes and destined to experience failure. We are all vulnerable beings, but it's important that we learn from our mistakes. At that time, I had a goal I wanted so badly that I became fearful. I realized I was under a lot of internal pressures that when I look back, though I have lots of fun memories in college, I also had loads of stressful and pressure-related recollections about it. And what's worse is that the stress defines my college experience more than it should be. Maybe that is the exact reason why I decided to become a counselor. I wanted to be that person who would listen while I rant on how challenging, how frustrating, or how disappointing things are in school, or maybe in life. So, for all those students who tried their hardest to even through failures, for those who had to stop because they have to put their family or themselves first, for those who felt alone during the process, for those who had to work and study at the same time, for those who had to deal with distractions, for those who had to endure discrimination, for those who were misunderstood, for those who struggled with so much stress and pressure, for those who thought they're not going to make it, and for everyone in here who has worked their way to graduate, I am with you and I give you my utmost respect. After my graduation in college, I decided to take a step back, rest, and relax. In time, I realized there's only one thing I aim, and that's just to be happy. I just want to be happy and fulfilled with just whatever decision I'm going to make. It is, in fact, one of my considerations when I decided to take my board exams, be a counselor, and enter HAU, and pursue my postgraduate studies. I took my time and contemplated on things, so when I started my master's, I knew I was ready for it. I knew what my goals are, and that is to see, learn, and appreciate my profession while enjoying and meeting new people. I would be lying to you if I tell you I did not aim to graduate with flying colors. I did. Then again, I did not expect that the colors would fly as high and be as colorful as it is today. Looking back, I knew it is all the same, yet different. Yes, the expectations, the stress, the fear were there. They never went away. Kung may forever, sila ata ang forever ko. But for some reasons, I have learned and relearned to take them in lower doses. Perhaps because my pursuit to protect my happiness and to have a peaceful state of mind became stronger than before. I also had a similar experience in my board examinations review. For your information, I did not immediately take my board examination for psychometrician since I decided to take a rest and, declared my own sabbatical leave from studying and was officially approved by my parents. And yes, you need approval from your parents because they expect you to take the board examinations immediately, diba? So during those pseudo sabbatical leave of mine, though I'm already working at that time, I took time to relax and really contemplate on matters that will affect me personally and professionally. This is also the time that I came across one powerful statement from the book, The Alchemist, written by Paulo Coelho. And he quote, "When you want something, all the universe will conspire in helping you to achieve it." So then, I realized that if I wanted to achieve something, I have to make a careful plan, believe that it will happen, let go, and allow God to deliver it at His own perfect time. So when I finally decided to jump in and take the board exams, I was ready, perhaps extremely ready, that I have anticipated the highs and lows of the entire process. In short, my mindset was to enjoy the journey regardless of its outcome. And so I did. Something I'm definite of, because the day our review sessions have ended is the day I realized I'm leaving something wonderful behind. I did shed a tear when I realized this. I think This is the first time in my life that I fully recognize that our journey matters more than our destination. I guess what I'm trying to say is we all probably have plans, you know. It can be a short term or it can be a long term goal. And for whatever God given journey you're about to take, I wish that all of you would find the fortitude to seek, pursue, and keep whatever or however it is that will make you genuinely happy. I also hope that you'll never lose yourself while, while you tackle your flight towards your goals. Learn to work hard and let go, and you will see things falling into place. If suddenly you realize you lost yourself in the process, please find the courage to seek your way back. Because it is in facing and embracing our challenges and defeat that we are made to relearn and value our experiences. It is true what the late and great Nelson Mandela has attested once using his quote, "Courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it." You know, it's going to be a big world out there. I know the unknown can be a lot of things like scary and exciting. That's why it's important to have someone behind your back. The good news is that you will never be alone in this journey. You have your friends, you have your family, we, your counselors, and of course our Almighty God. You know, the greatest guidance we could ever receive comes from the one that started it all. Please don't forget to pray for your plans and for your purpose. Remember when I told you that moment back in high school? I think it is for a bigger purpose. That is to share with you one of my greatest testimony yet. That God has His own perfect time. That no matter how unfaithful or unappreciative I was of His blessings, He never and will never leave my side. So thank you, Father, for what was, what is, and what will be. All credit is yours. Also, thank you for putting these special people around that has helped me reach who I am today. No, to my family and friends for your undeniable support. To my colleagues, Ms. Norma Bulaklak, Sir Alin Andal, Father Nestor Sibog. No, thank you for your incessant understanding. It has given me ease in my undertakings. To my advisor, Ms. Dr. Elvie David, thank you for your expertise, for your patience and support. You have provided me great peace and confidence, especially during the challenging times. To my students, for trusting me and helping me grow as a person and as a professional. And most of all, to my loving parents, Henry and Emeline Lansangan, for your unconditional love, support, patience in all my endeavors. You know, you have given me the strength to go on and the belief in my capacity to accomplish. Thank you for doing the things I cannot do and for saying the things I need to hear. Fellow graduates, have the courage to take your time, to choose the path of your own happiness, to be grateful, and most especially, to trust the supreme being that knows everything. I know these things may sound easy and cheesy, but you know, these things takes practice and faith. And I will be the first one to say that there's much practice that I have squandered and much ahead of me to tackle. These things may also sound cliches or, you know, but for me, it made all the difference. Finally, please allow me to share with you this message, and I hope that you may find its meaning and relevance in your future endeavors. This statement is from the late Norman Vincent Peale, whom I consider a great spiritual mentor. And he quotes, "Spend several minutes each day visualizing God's presence and go about your business on the assumption that He is guiding you. Affirm it, visualize it, believe it, and it will actualize itself." So thank you, and my felicitations to all the graduates for their hard work, the parents and families for your unconditional love and support to your children all throughout their academic and personal undertakings, the faculty, student support services, staff and administration of Holy Angel University for their generosity and faithful adherence in transforming students into persons of conscience, competence, and compassion, all for the glory of God. Again, a wonderful afternoon to all of you. Laus Deo Semper.
Paul Darren Castro Sonko will now lead the reading of the class pledge. The class pledge is a collective declaration of the graduates' commitment to live the founder's motto of Laus Deo Semper, praise to God always.
Fellow graduates, please stand. Raise your right hands and read with me the class pledge. To God, country, and fellow men, we pledge our minds to the pursuit of truth and the solution of problems as alternative to the use of physical force in the settlement of disputes and as vehicles for creative flight, independent opinion, and honest thought. We pledge our hands to the unfinished business of God's creation, to never raise them in anger or soil them with dishonor, but to always use them to heal, to build, to fight the good fight against injustice, poverty, and evil. We pledge our hearts as dwelling place for God's infinite spirit, His angel, the same source of our infinite capacity for creativity, for imagination, for forgiveness and joy and hope and love. We shall strive to never lose the idealism of youth, which drives us to dream, to achieve the impossible, to change the world, and to reach for the stars. We shall endeavor to big success in careers, family, and community. But above all, we shall endeavor for personal fulfillment, meaningful relationships, sense of well-being, and moments of true happiness. We shall never allow anything or anyone to prevent us from doing what we have to do or what we want to do. Since we only live on borrowed time and only serve as stewards of this planet, we owe it to the past and future generations to make this world a better place and to make our short lives extraordinary and to save all we can, gain all we can, give all we can. Our moment has come. The journey has begun. Today and the first day of the rest of our lives. Laus Deo Semper, praise to God always.
The graduates shall now be inducted as members of the Holy Angel University Alumni Association by a member of its Board of Directors, Engineer Edgar A. Flores. They will thus join the long line of Holy Angel University alumni dating back to 85 years ago who have worn the mark of the true Angelite as a badge of honor.
Graduates, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been duly accepted and qualified as member of the All Angel University Alumni Association, Incorporated, do hereby solemnly swear that I will sincerely abide by its Constitution and bylaws towards the attainment of its objectives and serve the best interests of the association, my alma mater, and its community. So help me God. Congratulations and welcome to the Alumni Association.
On behalf of the university president and the Holy Angel community, I would like to congratulate our new graduates and their families. Go now and spread your wings, change world and fight evil and injustice wherever you find it. And remember, the angel will always be with you. Please stand for the Holy Angel hymn.